So looking at the first island that we saw in the teaser, the very first island before we saw the region as a whole, I'm going to be talking about that island and the things that we can expect to maybe encounter, or in things that we'll be doing on that island. So I'm assuming that we're going to start off at that lighthouse where it looks like boats come in and out of there. We see a boat leaving there, so it makes sense that boats go there. And, if not there, then on that small islet. Either way, from that vantage point, we would have enough time and travel, level up, before the first gym leader, which is the large grass opening with the ring, the circle, whatever you want to call it, the stage, in the middle of the island. I'm assuming that's where the first gym battle is. Also, near that lighthouse, there's large, very important looking buildings that we could assume is a Pokemon lab. So I see there's a small stage there, and that smaller stage could very well be the stage that we've seen, our potential future self and his would-be rival, I guess, Howl, battling their first battle, your rival obligatory battle. I also think it's this area because to the left of that first ring in the center of the island, there is a forest, and it's very typical of Pokemon games to make us traverse a forest before getting to that first gym leader. North of the area where the open ring is, there is the volcano. Now, I don't think the volcano is going to be something that we're going to do in just one trip. Each trip and revisit to that volcano is very likely to unlock new areas when we have new HM abilities available to us. In fact, I don't think that ash bed in the northeast corner is really going to be available to us right away, because they could very well say you can't go any further, the volcano is erupting. So we may not be able to traverse the volcano right away. We might have to come back before we can even truly visit it. Going from there, those pools of water seem very intriguing because, well, it looks like it's probably a Pokemon habitat of some sort. I think it's a natural landmass that just occurred, or maybe it's man-made, who knows. But I don't think that's the actual Pokemon gym. If you look, there's a beach and then there's a large circle of water. If anything, that would be the water Pokemon gym because, well, it's the only ring in all of Alola in which, is made of water. All the other ones are grass, it would seem. So it would make the most sense that that one would be the water gym. Now, what are those pools of water? Like, they almost look like patties in a way, like rice patties, from what I've seen. But it's pure water, so you have to wonder if, it's just a climbing area or if there's something underneath of it as well. Then, if you go back down to where that gym is again, the would-be gym, you'll see south of there is a bridge which leads us to a beach area, a coast, that is enclosed in by rocks. So this area is kind of suspicious to me because there's really nothing there. So why would we have a surfable area? Because it's enclosed in by rocks. So I'm assuming we're going to be surfing in the bays that are enclosed in rocks and not being able to surf from island to island. It would make sense, judging that they show a lot of boats on the Alola map as a whole. I almost said Unova. And, on the one hand, this bay area could be just a meaningless area to level up your Pokemon. It has nothing to really do with the plot. You don't have to go there. If you miss it, you're not really missing out on anything other than XP, maybe some coin. It's kind of like cycling road. Whether you went there or not, it didn't matter. You just went there to grind, pretty much. Just to say you beat everyone in the land, even though back in the days of Blue, once you beat someone, they were beat forever. Now, this island does have 4 Pokemon centers. One by the lighthouse, one on the small islet, one near what I'm assuming is the first Pokemon gym, and one that's kind of further up to the northwest near those pools of water. So for it being one island and having 4 Pokemon centers, that's very interesting. In fact, going back to that small islet, it looks like it's a lush mountainous area, which is kind of cool because, it's very unassuming. This area could be an area to be revisited, or perhaps you can go deeper into the cave. Now, it's what makes it so alluring is how unassuming it is, because if you think about it, every generation has a Dratini, or something very similar to it, where it's a small monster, it's very strong, but it takes a long time to level up, and it needs a lot of XP. So, perhaps, if there's a cave there, that monster with that low encounter rate is hiding there, waiting to become one of my minions. mm, all in all, this island looks like it's going to be something that we're going to have to come back to. It's not like, Pallet Town or any of the other towns where there's nothing there. It's going to be a place where we may have to revisit. I could see maybe up to 5 times, because you would have to get the Surf HM, you have to get the Strength HM, probably even Rock Smash. And, I'm sure the plot will bring us back there a couple times as well. Plus, what's that Islet? As far as the gym leaders that are there, I think there will be 2. A water one, and then who knows what the first gym leader would be. They could go the way of having 3 gym leaders like they did in Black and White, though that would take away a little of the uniqueness there. But I'm not going to speculate too much about the gym leaders, because that's not what this video is for. All in all, for a first island, it's got a lot going on. It's not at all plain Jane, and they will have us coming back to it. So that concludes, part 1 for my analysis of the Alola region. If you have any comments or want to share your speculations, do comment below. Or if you like, you can follow me on Twitter or Facebook and comment on there. So